Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do a get ready with me, and throughout this get ready with me I'm going to chit chat about my first and second trimesters. I'm on my last week of my second trimester. I start my third trimester on Monday, which I am super excited about. The end is near. It has gone by so fast, but yeah, we're going to get into the nitty-gritty of everything. I'll try to remember most of it, but if I leave some stuff out and you have questions, just leave them in the comments below. I'm an open book, so I'll definitely respond and kind of go from there. I do plan on vlogging most of my third trimester, one because our baby shower is in the third trimester, and then we have not finished the nursery yet. We only have painted an accent wall, so we have to put all of that together, painting it, just putting it together, the crib, things like that, you know, just those things you kind of look forward to throughout pregnancy. I kind of left them at the end. Just an FYI, and I am due in December, so what's as of today is September 12th, I think, 12th or 13th. So yeah, we have a little bit more time, but I'm super excited. So yes, let's go ahead and get into this get ready with me. All right, so first trimester. What's the first trimester? Overall, I feel like I have had a typical pregnancy. And when I say that, meaning like textbook style pregnancy. So my first trimester was filled with nausea, vomiting, and fatigue. The worst symptom of all of it was actually the fatigue. The nausea was only in the morning, so that's why it says Park textbook. By the way, I use Smashbox. I always mix this one. I love this one because it's a light foundation. If it will focus, there we go. I like this one because it's light, but I should have got a shade darker, so I always mix it with the L'Oreal. And Amazon brushes for the win. And I have it mixed like this. All right, so yes, so the nausea was real, and I think a lot of the nausea was triggered by food aversions. So I experienced food aversions early. Like, the sound of some things was just not, especially like everyday things I will always eat, was just not it for me. The number one thing I noticed early that I could not eat was chicken. No type of chicken, big chicken, fried chicken, grilled chicken. I just could not do chicken. Now, I grew up in the South, so chicken is life, okay? But I couldn't do it. So if I wouldn't make myself do it, because at first I was like, I don't know. I feel like sometimes pregnancy is like a mental thing, so you wonder, are you making yourself feel that way, or is it really the baby? By the way, I'm a first-time mom. And so we was in the process of buying a house, and we all know chicken is cheap. So with that being said, I bought chicken. Cooked the chicken. I knew when I was cooking the chicken, it was like making me sick, the smell of it. Sat down to eat the chicken, took one bite, I threw up the chicken. I threw up the chicken and everything else I had had that day. So I am 27 weeks, and I can tell you I've not had chicken. Now, I could do chicken fingers from like Zaxby's. Here in Florida we have Guthrie's. They have really good chicken fingers, but I couldn't do like thighs, breasts, all of that good stuff. So I just pretty much have stayed away from chicken, which cracks me up because my husband could eat chicken every single day. So yes, and then sausage. I'm a big breakfast fan. My hair is still wet, that's why my neck is wet. I'm a big breakfast fan, so breakfast sausages, no, throw it up every time. So I had food aversions early and not really having cravings yet. And then fatigue, like I work pretty much 8 to 5, 9 to 5. When I would get in from work, all I could do was get on the couch and take a nap. And the thing about the nap, normally before I was pregnant, if I napped, I couldn't sleep at night. No, I'll come in, take an hour and a half nap, and still be ready to go to bed by 9. So that was it. If you watched my Femera Success, I talked about how we was traveling a whole lot during that first trimester, so that probably made my fatigue a whole lot worse. Our whole core lives in North Carolina, so we went back and forth in North Carolina a few times for celebrations, pretty big milestones for the people in our life. So yeah, that was pretty rough. Needless to say, we made it through the first trimester. We did have a first trimester scare. I started bleeding, and no pregnant person ever wanted to see blood. So I was 7, 8 weeks. So you know that honestly, realistically, that prime miscarriage time frame. So I went to the ER. I was not home in Florida or near my doctor. I was actually in South Carolina, so I had to go to their ER, and that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day, but it was not a good experience. I pretty much left convinced I was having a miscarriage. So, concealer. Y'all see these bags? It's not enough sleep in the world, people. It's not enough sleep. So that happened. We made it through. Honestly, my doctors don't know why I was bleeding. Everything was fine. My HCG levels was fine. It could have been implementation. It was kind of late for it, but long story short, it was fine. When I got back home, I got checked out. It was fine. Baby was fine. Everything has been pretty good. So that was my first trimester. Once I made it through my first trimester, of course comes the lovely second trimester. Now I know every pregnant person has probably said this, but you expect to wake up, and I know it's not realistic now thinking back, but you expect to wake up the first day of your second trimester feeling 10 times better. They all talk about how you have this burst of energy and it's the sweet spot of pregnancy. I truly did not hit my sweet spot until like 19, 20 weeks. That's when I was feeling good energy wise, not sick. That's when my cravings came, which was fine. Things like that. But I still had a couple of weeks going into my second trimester where I was just tired, and I'm a busybody, so being that tired and feeling like I had to take that much of a break really low-key kind of frustrated me. You just feel like sometimes you're invincible, and pregnancy definitely teaches you are not invincible. You are not the boss. This baby rules your body. So yes, second trimester came, which was lovely. We had our 20-week ultrasound. Let me tell you about that. I know they don't supposed to tell you that how the baby's doing and yada yada yada, but those poker faces really have you thinking something is going on. I'm going to use this brightener because, yeah, you saw my under eyes. But once again, everything has been going good. It actually freaks me out a lot how great everything has been. Like I said, I wasn't naive going into pregnancy. I knew the journey. My mom had kids late in life. I actually have an 9-year-old brother. Yeah, so just being able to see her go through those pregnancies, all of that good stuff, like, I knew it wasn't a cakewalk. Like, I wasn't that naive. But things have been going pretty smooth so far, and sometimes when things are too good, it makes me wonder how that labor's about to go, because I've been very lucky. I know some women can't get out of bed, have to call out of work for the nausea. Yes, I was nauseous, but I was able to still function. I know some people had to go on bed rest, shortened cervix, placental problems. I've been so blessed not to have to worry about any of that. So I'm like, oh yeah, this is a little too good. What else? Cravings. Number one craving I have, and I have eaten it every day, is bacon and eggs. I cannot do breakfast sausage, like I mentioned, since my first trimester. I don't know why, and I grew up on breakfast sausage, but I cannot do it. When I used to throw up in the morning, it took me a while to realize it was the breakfast sausage. So this kid loves some bacon and eggs. Breakfast in general, when I don't have a taste for anything, or breakfast food, pancakes, French toast, grits, I can eat it for breakfast, I can eat it for dinner. We have actually had breakfast for dinner quite a bit throughout this pregnancy. My husband has been a champ in terms of that. So breakfast foods have been my number one. I haven't, oh, let's go to the wives' tale. Sorry, my camera died. To the wives' tales. I have tried, by the way, we are team green. We are not finding out what this baby gender is until it's born. I am 27 weeks. I have waited this long. I can wait the last leg of the race. So I have looked at the old wives' tales, and I'm split down the middle for the most part, if not leaning more towards boy, because I haven't really been craving sweet stuff, meaning candies and ice creams. I did go through like a 2-week period where I just wanted a vanilla ice cream cone, but spicy food has been life. Salty, spicy, crunchy, things like that. I'm using this contour palette. Clearly I love it because I have killed it. My doctor really don't tell me each time what the heart rate is, and honestly I haven't asked. I just want to hear a healthy heart rate, and she's happy and I'm happy, and I want to get on Google and Google stuff. So I'm not quite sure about the heart rate. Carrying high, carrying low. I have not gained much weight this pregnancy, so it took me a while to see if I was carrying high or low. I really feel like I've only been able to tell in the last week or so. So far I haven't even gained 5 pounds this pregnancy. Don't get me started. I cried about it. I don't know why I cried about it, because I don't know what woman wants to gain weight. But anyway, now it seems to me like I'm carrying low, but we'll see. I go home, and I'm born and raised in North Carolina, in 2-3 weeks, and I'm country, so I know all the aunties and all the cousins will have some old wives' tale to share, or concept to think. So we'll see what they got to say. It's so funny. Our families do want to know the gender, but they love this baby so much already. I don't even think it, like, it doesn't matter to them, but they want to know. It's so cute. It's the cutest thing ever. So yes, let's get ready with me is everywhere. So yes, back to the weight gain. I have not gained any weight this pregnancy. I'm 5'2". I started off at 165, so it ain't the skinniest, but it ain't the thickest. And I have gained 3.5 pounds as of my last appointment. I've just hit the point in my pregnancy where the baby should be weighing a pound or gaining a pound per week. I think the baby should be weighing 2, almost 3 pounds at this point. So the weight gain is coming. I do not have any dark line down my stomach. I forgot what it's called, linear. I'm not quite sure. I don't have the line down my stomach. My lips, before I put on chapstick, I mean, not chapstick, lipstick, I do not have any stretch marks. For the longest, I felt like I just looked bloated. My belly button has not popped out. Boobs have grown. Actually need to order nursing bras. I do plan on breastfeeding. I'm actually going to be really sad if for some reason I cannot breastfeed. Bronzer. And this is Wet and Wow. I'm actually going to be really upset if I can't breastfeed. I do want to breastfeed. I've been looking up YouTube videos, articles, all of that good stuff. We don't have a name. We've been back and forth, but I swear we're not going to be able. We have like a list going, but I swear we're not going to be able to truly name this baby until it comes, like, because we didn't find out the gender. Like, when you lay eyes on that child and then try to name it, I feel like it'll come through then. All right. So yes, that is where we are. So the nursery is going to be stars, moons, clouds theme, and it's going to be kind of black, white, and gray until we find out the gender, of course. I love the fact that I'm due right before Christmas, so I can shop all the Christmas sales, after Christmas sales, all of that good stuff. Like I said, we haven't done anything in the nursery. I have a few ideas. It's really time for us to get started. Up until this point, I didn't want to jinx myself, so I really haven't done anything but, as I tell my mom, grow my human. And yes, things I am looking forward to for third trimester. Get my eyebrows. I need a camera. Been using a viewfinder. Things I am looking forward to third trimester. We are signed up for birthing classes. I know some people are gonna ask if we're going to get an epidural or not. Honestly, I don't know. I would not dare not put the epidural on the birth plan, because if I can't thug it, then give me the epidural, hands down. But we'll see. I just, you know, everyone talks about a birth plan and preparing and yada yada yada. I just feel like birth is something you can't really prepare for. Everyone's so different. Situations are different. Babies are different. Bodies are different. And so I really don't have a plan. I do know I will have music playing in the room just as a distraction. And I don't know. It just zones me out. Hopefully My mom can be there. She lives in North Carolina, so in a perfect scenario, my water would break and the baby won't come for at least 8 hours so she can hit the road and make it for the birth. If the baby comes on time, again, the baby can come early, the baby can come late, the baby can come on time. I'm pretty sure about my due date just because we went through fertility treatments and we know when we ovulated. My camera would not let me be great. I don't remember what I was saying, but anyway, yes, perfect scenario. My mom will be in the room. Of course, my husband will be in the room, and probably his mom. But we'll see. I don't know how I feel about his mom being in the room with my crotch wide open, but we'll see. I know people do it, but and I'm not a shy person. I just don't want my mother-in-law to see my crotch. I know it's probably weird, but hey, that's how I feel. So yeah, and then that's pretty much it. I am low-key ready for the nesting mode because I have so much to do, so I need that little extra spark to kind of get in gear for me. I think I'm going through like a little denial phase, like this baby is about to be here. Maternity leave, I plan on working all the way up until I deliver, just because I work at a university, so with my due date being so close to when we close for Christmas, if I can work all the way up until, if the baby comes on time, like all of this is a big if the baby comes on time, I can work all the way up until the university closes. So in actuality, it gives me 2 extra weeks of leave and 2 extra weeks of pay before my actual maternity leave kicks in. So that's pretty much the only reason why I want to do that. I know some people, somebody's saying, I'm so scatterbrained. Pregnancy brain's real. I know some people take like the week before off, but my thing with that is, if I take a week before and the baby don't come on time, like I said, I'm a busybody, so what am I supposed to do? But for me and my family, it's best that I work all the way up until, just so I can get that extra time, you know? You feel me? So yes, I do plan on working up until. I have an office job. I am an instructional designer, so it's not a strenuous job where I need to get off my feet. I actually have a desk job. I get up for trainings and stuff, but I don't have a job where I need to take that extra time to get off my feet. And my job allows me to work remote. So if I start dilating or something, and I don't know, my job is super flexible. That's why I feel pretty comfortable with working all the way up until. One thing I love about pregnancy so far, this is going to sound like super nerdy, but the human body is amazing. Just the woman body, you know, because the male body don't really do much if you think about it, but the human body, the female body, is absolutely amazing. To know I'm pretty much carrying on about my life and my body is growing a human. That is, it's pretty cool. And then if you just follow the journey of pregnancy, how it just starts off as a ball of cells and ends up being this adorable human, it's pretty cool. So yeah, women are pretty badass. One thing I do not like about pregnancy so far, although it's super cute, cool what the body does, it's an outer body experience, if that makes sense. Like, my body is not my body. I can't fight the fatigue. I can't fight the nausea. I don't dictate if I'm happy or sad, or none of that. Is an outer body experience. So I can start crying and don't even want to cry. Like, I personally don't want to cry, but something's going on where my body is making me cry. I did fail my glucose test. I forgot to mention that. I failed my 1 hour. And you talking about that somebody who cried. I cried. But this is the one time the internet did not fail me. I did not realize how many people fail their 1 hour glucose test. So when I looked it up and seen people was like, yeah, I failed, yada yada yada, I felt a little better. So I went for my 3 hour. It was not fun. Internet told me that too. So I went to my 3 hour, and they just called me today and told me I passed. Whew, excuse me. So I'm super excited about that. So for those of you out there who are in that same situation, about to take it, or if you haven't taken it and find out that you fail, don't fret. I did eat really clean before my 3 hour. So my 3 hour glucose test was on a Monday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I ate clean. After your 20-week ultrasound, you have no more ultrasounds. I might get one more because baby is breached. It's still early. My baby can turn. I know I've been following a lot of moms, like this one particular mom on Instagram I followed. She is 39 weeks and her baby just turned. So I may get an extra ultrasound if my child does not decide to turn. Hopefully they do. I really want a vaginal birth. I know if it's not turned by 36 weeks, my doctor wants to intervene basically, and I'm not sure the procedure, but I'm trying not to freak myself out. So she talked about it, but I'm like, okay, it's still early, baby can turn. But she wants to do a procedure. Basically I go in and they try to force the baby to flip. But I haven't really thought about all of that in details. I probably won't start freaking out until 35, 36 weeks. But I have always wanted a big family, and my husband, now that I'm pregnant, my husband wants 3. I want 5. My camera is over me today. I get it. Okay, I'm on 7%, so I want to wrap this up. I want 5. We both always wanted a fairly large family. I'm praying to God Almighty that everything else on this I can't even talk right now. That everything else on this last leg of the race goes good and we finish strong. Like I said, look for my 3rd trimester vlogs. I'm going to vlog most of my 3rd trimester. I've challenged myself. Like, you're gonna know what is going on. Hey guys, as I was editing the video to get ready with me, I want to insert this clip right here. I didn't talk about how the #1 pregnancy side effect I have been feeling is sensitive skin. I've had to change my soaps, change my deodorants. I cannot use lotion for some reason. If I need to moisturize, I have to use coconut oil. Shaving creams bother me, so I've been shaving in coconut oil. Like, my skin sensitivity has been out of this world. Like, I'll try to insert some pictures of when I start itching and stuff. I had to change my laundry detergent, things like that. I have not been able to wear perfume. That is the #1 symptom I'm having. Everything else has been super small compared to that. So if you are experiencing that, and no, I don't have ICP, they tested me for that. And then no, I don't have PUPS. I'm just having major sensitive skin issues. So that is all I have. This is the final look. This is just light every day. I have nothing planned for today. So yes, so if you like videos like this, the chit chat, get ready with me, give this video a thumbs up. If you have questions about my pregnancy, give this video a thumbs up. If you want to know the journey in which we took to get here, I will link that video down below. As always, follow me on my Instagram and Twitter accounts at thatmoment3. But other than that, I'll see you in my next video. Bye, stars.